Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum
Hello.
assalam.
Who are you?
Who am I? Good question. Well, my name's James, or Miranam James.
Okay, mera naam
Miranam
James.
James. 29-year-old from Ireland,
Okay.
and I'm traveling the world, exploring and learning as much as I can about cannabis.
Very nice.
Make sure Bluetooth
But you
is
didn't say
connected.
who you are. You just named who you are.
Who am I? Like
Yeah.
the characteristics of me?
Yeah, who is James?
Deep question. Well, if you ask me, the first thing I'd go to is to say, my name's James and I'm Irish. So that would probably tell a lot.
That's where you were born, and
Yeah.
that's what your parents named you. That's not who James is.
James. Ooh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Who James is? James is a wanderer, a traveler
Okay.
who's trying to learn about cultures around the world
Uh-huh.
and trying to spread as much positivity to the world as possible. Who I am, I'm quite an outdoors person.
Okay.
I love nature. I grew up in the countryside.
That's
so
what brings you to Pakistan, most probably.
Yes, well, beautiful nature. Yeah.
That's the only thing we have here.
You've a lot more than that. You got a lot more I've seen in the last 3 weeks. But yeah, who am I? I guess to go back, I grew up in Ireland. Studied
So
there.
what brings you to Pakistan? Like out of all the countries in the world, you decided to come to Pakistan. How? What made you do that?
My curiosity for learning about cannabis. Yeah.
Cannabis. Okay,
Yeah.
very nice. You're in the right place then. You're in the right
Yeah,
place.
I found that out fairly quickly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that brought me to Pakistan. I guess I've been learning about it for the last 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And the more you learn, the more you understand Pakistan is such a rich culture. And from my learnings, that is where the cannabis plant first originated from,
Yeah,
Central
yeah,
Asia.
yeah.
So my curiosity for kind of figuring out the origins of cannabis, where it developed, where it grew from, brought me to Pakistan.
And Peshawar.
And Peshawar specifically, and
Peshawar.
it's going to bring me a few more places.
Yeah, obviously.
But yeah, Peshawar is an interesting place so far, and I'm sure I'm going to learn more as well. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. So, you came here. How has your past? You said 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah.
3 weeks. So, how has that been? Where have you been? What cities? What parts in the city? Something that you've noticed? And how much cannabis did you smoke?
Right, I'll try to answer that in order. So what I've done so far in the 3 weeks is I flew into Islamabad from Sydney. So it's like a 14-hour flight and then like a 4-hour flight. Landed in Islamabad, was there for about 2 weeks. Then went down to Lahore for a week. Went back up to Islamabad and have made it now to Peshawar. What I've noticed is it's fucking chaotic as fuck.
But it's not in a bad way. Don't. It's the pleasurable chaos. But I don't know the right word for it, but it's beautiful. The chaos you see, it's beautiful.
Yeah, fluid chaos.
It's fluid.
Fluid
It does
chaos.
not disrupt you whatsoever.
Nah, yeah. That's one of the first things I noticed when I landed was the traffic. The traffic coming from, I guess.
I wrote a blog about that. I went to the IG of traffic because our country just sucks because of the traffic.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant to be. Maybe later on, if you fix the traffic in this country, I think there is no better place in this country. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So definitely the traffic is the first thing I noticed when I came in, and a follow on from that then is. What shook me, I guess, was the people, how welcoming they were, and how much they were trying to offer to help, trying to pay for taxi rides, haircuts, food, a lot of stuff just being given for free. And I was like, why? Why are you giving this for free? Like,
you get that here.
so the hospitality for sure. And I heard Peshawar is actually notoriously positive for that. People invite
You'll
you
get to
in.
experience it.
Yeah. The food was
What have you had?
delicious, muy delicioso, as they say. That's what, yeah.
What have you tried? What's so delicious? What thing did you eat?
Oh, a lot of rice, a lot of mutton curries. You got like some dessert that's like a carrot. It's like a carrot.
Gajar da halwa.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the name now.
Gajarela. Okay,
Yeah,
fine. Okay.
That's been very nice.
I might have that. Let me ask to bring that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's been good. And yes, a bit of spice, a bit of kick. There's been a bit of kick to your food, which I like, which has been nice. And that's kind of the main things. The three things that stood out to me is kind of, I guess, the hospitality of the people, the chaos of like your roads or what's going on.
It's lovely. That's
a good chaos.
That's the best part about it.
Yeah, it's a bit too organized back home. There's too much kind of blocked.
Yeah.
And definitely the food. That's would have stood out. And then the third part to your question.
Yeah, the main question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have smoked a lot of hash. And
You
cannabis.
have?
Yeah.
Okay.
First thing I landed, it was around me. Yeah. Learning, I guess, about kind of your Garda, Charash, and kind of how you do things different over here. I wasn't used to people smoking it in cigarettes with the filter. Obviously, coming from Europe and Australia.
But you were probably smoking weed back there.
Yeah, we get a bit of hash, but mainly Moroccan hash that kind of crumbles, so it's obviously different. Learning to like cook it with your hands until it becomes like a gum, and then you're putting it in the paper, tobacco, mixing it, and then back into the cigarette holder. But having the filter is a difference as well. Normally I'd have a roach and skins, so yeah, just learning about that, learning about, you put like the snake around
Partedar.
Partedar,
Yeah.
and obviously, yeah, there's so much more to explore. You obviously got Balochistan, Mirror Valley, Chitral, Hunza, the Hindu Kush Mountains.
So where did your enthusiasm or your hobby for cannabis come from? Like, why? Like, was it more of a teenage dream that you wanted to get to the root of it, or was it a high thought you once got
No.
that let me get to the depth of it? Where did this come from?
No, yeah, good question. It definitely wasn't something.
Try this, by the way. This is good. It's made from sugar cane the same way.
Oh, sugar as fuck.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
You're supposed to take a sip after that as well. Yeah. Okay.
Oh. It's like a ball of sugar.
It is. It's raw sugar. It's made out of sugar cane. Yeah. These are the things about this country. It's raw, pure, natural.
Yeah.
Like our ganja.
Yes.
Yeah,
They
they're
got
pure.
minerals coming out the fucking off the ground. Yeah. But yeah, I guess it's not a passion that I had since I was like 8 years old or 10 or 12 or 16. I was like, I want to do this. It's something I grew into. To give you a bit of a backstory on myself, I used to work in tech back in Dublin. So I was in a big tech company and I was working in sales. And that was great. It was a great paying job after university. My kind of life was set up. But
Sorry to cut you. University. What do you do?
what do I do now?
What degree do you do?
So I did a bachelor's of business, majored in marketing and minored in entrepreneurship. And then I graduated and worked for Google for 3 years.
Very nice.
as account
Impressive.
executive.
Impressive.
Yeah, so I kind of fell into that job more so, and I did that for 3 years. And I was at a point where I guess I was like, am I going to sell ads for the rest of my life? Am I going to go down this tech route? Like, is this where I see myself when I'm 40 years old? And the answer was no. So when I was going through that whole thought process, I was like, what am I going to do? What's going to be my future? And there's an economist back home called Dave McWilliams. He's got a podcast. He talks about economics. And he had one specific one when I was out in Dublin one evening. It just gone dark. I had a joint, smoking the joint, walking around Dublin, headphones on. And it was called Weedonomics.
Okay,
And
Weedonomics.
It was about the economics of Colorado and cannabis and what the future markets would look like. And I was learning about it and I was like, I smoke joints. I find them interesting. I think there's a big stigma out there that they're not as devilish as they're put out to be. And I was like, that's something that I think would be interesting to get into. So in the midst of all that, I quit my job, traveled South America for 4 or 5 months, moved over to Australia, and then reached out to a CEO of a cannabis company. I was like, can I try set up a sales team for your company? Because that's where my expertise came from. And took the job, built the team, went great. And then I was learning more so about the actual cannabis plant, like your terpenes, cannabinoids, the endocannabinoid system. I found it fascinating. And people were calling on the phone being like, thanks so much for
Let
being
me
able
give you a Pakistani name. It's called Bang.
Bang. Oh yeah,
Bang, yeah,
bang,
you should
yeah.
know that name. You've come
Yeah,
here, you
the
should
drink.
learn something. Yeah,
milky drink. Yeah, I know all about it.
Okay.
I've actually written about it on the website that I have.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah, but when I was learning all about it and patients calling in being like, "Thanks so much for providing this," like I used to take opioids and like this is really helping me out. I was like, this is extremely interesting. So I started building like a database of knowledge that I eventually turned into a website, and then it was kind of just by attrition and by constantly doing something, I fell in love with the process of learning and then the process of educating. And the more people I talked to, like I knew business owners, I knew sports stars, I knew baristas, mechanics, doctors, dentists. You can name any person that does any job that all had used cannabis and had normal lives that were happy, healthy.
It's not as
Not
bad as people think
No,
it is.
it can still be
it's not-
abused.
Yeah.
But my passion then started to grow and grow and grow, and it's just ever evolved. It's never really taken a dip. And that's when I decided to quit my job, start traveling the world and teaching people about cannabis. So that's kind of how I got into it, and that's what's brought me here so far, yeah.
Fair enough. So, where have you explored in Pakistan related to cannabis?
Where have I explored so far? The main part that I've explored specifically with cannabis would be do with the Sufi traditions, and specifically in Lahore and your Shah Jamal, that they do the Sufi nights. So understanding how that kind of incorporates with their traditions at the shrines. So I've kind of understand the Sufi side of things.
Well, honestly, you came at the bad time. It's Ramadan. People
Yeah.
aren't smoking up as much.
Yeah. I know, yeah.
They're trying to be Islamic. They're
Oh, well, there was people smoking.
They were?
Yeah, there was people smoking, yeah.
Okay.
For sure there was, yeah. So that's kind of what I've explored. So there's kind of three things I'm trying to tell a story. Like I'm trying to understand Pakistan's relationship with cannabis and be able to show people what that story is. And there's three threads. One is the Sufi, one is the actual farming, you know, the land races that they have here. And then also economics on how like Pakistan could really become a global hub for exporting cannabis. So like I'm really trying to understand that. So I guess I've kind of done the Sufi side of things. And now it's kind of understanding the farming, the processes, you know, irrigation, how you know, again, I'm not an expert about this. I'm still learning myself. So I'll learn along the way and be able to teach people through my learnings.
in a positive way.
In a positive way, yeah. And then the economics and the business side of things. So I have a few interviews set up with business people that we'll be able to touch about, like in 2024, it was made legal here, but there's been no licenses given out yet. So like I want to dive into that, understand why that is, and then I guess show what the possibility could be for Pakistan and how it could help rural farmers, you know, get jobs.
Honestly, I think for this country, if they legalize it and they, you know, regulate it, there's a lot of them selling out there, but it's not regulated, it's not taxed. So once it
tea
gets...
is fantastic.
Is it?
Nice, yeah.
So it needs to be regulated in order to help our economy grow, because it has a substantial amount of input in our GDP, but it's in the shadow economy. It's being smuggled. It's not being exported. So if the government actually incorporates it in its system and makes a proper channel for it, it'll be very good for this country and generally the people even using it here, because half of the people smoking here are smoking, as they say, milawat. They're smoking rubber. They don't know what they're smoking because it's not regulated. Like in Canada, it's legal. You know how much THC and CBD and cannabinoids and everything, you know how much there is in it. If it's indica or sativa, you know everything. So I think if it's legalized in this country, it'll be very good for us and for the rest of the world and our standing in world economics, in world politics and whatnot. So let's see where it leads to. It's legalized and people need to work on it and people need to take it seriously. It's not just merely a drug. It's much more than that. It's used in medicinal things.
So I've learned about it. It's great for palliative care patients undergoing chemotherapy. Obviously, they can't take oral-based medication. So if they take oral medication, they just vomit it out. So the way that they can actually disrupt the nausea is by smoking it, and they don't obviously don't get sick because you're inhaling smoke. Obviously, it's not good for you. It burns at 600 degrees. You're getting tar, carbon monoxide. but it's a way for patients that are going under chemotherapy to stop the nausea and vomiting. And that's one of the most, I think it's 80% of patients say that that's the most negative side effect that they get from chemotherapy, is a constant feeling of nausea and having to get sick. So that's one case. You've got Dravet syndrome with young patients with epilepsy, young kids, where they're going through seizures. There was a famous one, obviously, in America, Charlotte's Web, where a young girl had Dravet syndrome. She was getting 50 seizures a day, and they were able to reduce seizures from 50 seizures a day to 1 or 2 a month, which is like it's like a 99.83% fold. So like there's many use cases as, yes, it is a drug, it can be abused, but there's also this medical value that it can really help people come off opioids and pain medication. We all understand how addictive they can become. Yes, they can be treated as well, but it's something that might not be as harsh as well. So there's massive medical benefits as well. And call a spade. People are using it recreational. Like I smoke a joint on a Friday night. That's fine. I watch my movie. I have my food. I go to bed. I wake up. I go for a run in the morning. I'm able to be healthy with it as well. And a lot of people are able to have that relationship with it. But I guess people are kind of closet users, because if they come out and say it, they might be afraid they might not get a job, or they might be perceived a certain way. So trying to break that down, and I think Pakistan is massive to that, because you've got actual traditional farmers who have grown it for centuries here, and they've got the knowledge that they're able to actually spread out. So
and the quality here, if you get a hold of the original pure thing. That's Jackie, by the way.
He seems like an evil dog.
He's our guard dog. He guards
He'd bite your hand off.
Yeah.
Well, like this little fella.
She's a cutie.
A cutie.
I have a third one as well.
Yeah.
She's a Rottweiler, so she's my daughter. I really love her. She's a cutie, but I had to send her to the farm. She couldn't stay here. She was a Rottweiler. Anyone that would come into the house would be like,
freeze.
The right word. Yeah, freeze. And I would have to shut her. She would be shut. It was abusive. So then I sent her there. So she's happy there. Anyway, so that's very nice. Have you smoked Peshawari?
Peshawar? No. In fairness, I'm only here 4 hours. So
what do you mean?
Give me some time.
What do you mean? You landed here and you haven't?
No, not yet. I'm sure I will. Yeah.
I apologize for that. I actually apologize for that. You 3 hours in and you still haven't. That's not nice.
I can last.
You can last. Okay, fair enough. We'll try to do something. We'll arrange it for you.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we might even take you to where you buy it. You can buy it off the streets. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
You can just walk in and you can buy it.
Yeah.
And
I think they've cracked down a bit more recently, haven't they, in the last 10 years or so, that side of things, from my understanding.
Yeah, it used to be, that area used to be, उसका क्या नाम है यार? फाटा नहीं, वो unregulated था, क्या था? Disputed land? नहीं. Yeah, it was tribal.
The Fata region.
Yeah, now they've incorporated into KPK, so now over there you have police and you... पहले उधर वो होता था, क्या होता था? खासदार. पहले उधर they used to be खासदाrs. Now there's police over there, and the same खासदार, they just changed their uniform and now they're all uniform. नहीं, गंदी बच्ची. Now they've given them uniform, so they're trying to make that a part of KPK. So that region, it has a lot of history. Alexander came there, and a lot of it used to be the main post. Whoever had control of that area would control the whole of KPK and all of this region. So it was a midpoint between Afghanistan and Pakistan and the countries ahead. It was one road, because it's
that's the Silk Road, no?
What they're making now, because it's in the mountains, so there is only one road to it. So there's no other alternative route. So whoever controlled that area controlled the whole thing. So it has some presence. So we'll take you, inshallah. Maybe say tomorrow you have to come. You said before you're fasting. You
yeah.
have to come tomorrow for iftari at my place, inshallah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, iftari's on
Boho
me.
shukriya.
Yeah, bahut shukriya. Yeah, you have to come here for
Appreciate
iftari.
it. Yeah.
So, inshallah, we're gonna take you to the
Mm.
area where you buy it, you get it,
Mm.
all of that. You'll see how it is, and you can maybe even smoke up.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can even smoke
Off
up.
camera.
Off camera, obviously, obviously, yeah, obviously. So I think we should call it a wrap. You've said what you had to say. Is there anything you want to say to people out there watching you, or do you want to say a message, something of that sort?
Nah. Just try to spread as much positivity as you can. The world is not as fucked up as you might see online. Most people are nice. So yeah, just try to be positive. Try to take care of people
You
you
trust
love.
everyone. You don't trust the devil inside of them.
I tend to give everyone a chance, and
Yeah,
then
you
I
should.
make the judgment from there.
You should. You should. Me personally, I give 3 chances.
3 chances.
3 chances. Yeah.
Jeez, that-
One can fuck up.
Yeah.
Once every now and then. It's involuntary. Once.
Yeah.
Twice. Third time. No.
What about what's that J. Cole sample on fucking what's your man's name? Bill Clinton. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me again. Oh, what's that? What's that?
Yeah, I know. But I can't remember.
Never
it.
fool me again. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, yeah.
Inshallah, we're gonna do it, and then once we've shown you what KPK stands and how it is, we're gonna do another one. And what you learned from here, what you saw here, what's going on. So we're gonna do another one, a part 2, where you're gonna tell now what you learned about it. So we call it a wrap for today. Would
Appreciate
you
it.
agree?
Yeah.
You, from the little interaction I just had with you, you're an amazing person. You're working on something amazing. You're trying to make the bad good. You're trying to change the image in people's heads that is very negative. It's not as bad as people think it is. It can be good recreationally. So kudos to you.
Appreciate
what
it.
you're doing is amazing. Good luck. I hope you succeed in life, in your goals. This is a friend of mine. He wanted to do what you're doing. But the taboos in this country does not let him do this.
Yeah.
It's very, you're not as open about it. So
Hopefully we can open those doors to allow for more people to come through in the next generation.
Yeah.
be cool.
It's great what you're doing. So, inshallah. Do you know what inshallah means?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
God willingly.
God willing,
God
yeah,
willingly.
yeah.
Inshallah.
What is it? Alhamdulillah?
Alhamdulillah
Alhamdulillah.
is that's
That's,
you being grateful.
Yeah,
That's you being
yeah.
grateful. And there's astaghfirullah as well.
No, I've never heard that one.
Yeah.
Astaghfirullah.
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 Astaghfirullah is tawbah, maafi. I apologize. Sorry, God.
okay.
Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. Yeah, astaghfirullah. Yeah. So there's that as well. So, call it a wrap.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Kudos.
Kudos.
See you, inshallah.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.